good about where the goalie's
No.
sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, you got skates and bodies and things that, yeah, so, yeah.
Do you know any more about Laila and how much time that might
No,
be?
she'll get evaluated more thoroughly, probably the early part of the week. We're hoping Tuesday or Wednesday, and then make an evaluation of what that looks like.
Like, you maybe avoid the worst of it, or?
That's what, you're hoping,
Yeah.
until they get some, certain images and things and take a look at things and make an evaluation, then we'll have a better idea, but, yeah.
Everyone that did come back from the week, the players that had that whole week, and then we talked about KK coming back and doing better today, but is there anything you take out of this and how you maybe kind of stage this differently if you have another time like this season?
I mean, the big thing is, we had good practices last week with the group that was here, so down the road you hope that benefits because that's what we're going to be playing with. The more deeper, now that I've got information, because now we've gotten them back, they didn't practice at all, and power play was still, last night was pretty good. We had a bunch of different looks. Adele had a couple good chances. Tonight we capitalized on that. So as I look into it, it's going to be, it's more the mindset of the players that were already here and now they're coming back, and how did we mingle amongst each other getting ready to play the games and how'd that go. So we'll have a conversation about that because, that's, as I've said all year, that's going to be our biggest hurdle we have to get over, is understanding what's going on in the locker room. And then these two games were, and I told the team this, with 5 minutes to go in the game, it's a goofy game. Today was more goofy than yesterday because they got a 5-on-3, they get another 5-on-3, we get a 5-on-3, there's all these penalties and there's no flow to the game. Well, if I'm a player and I'm not involved in those situations, I'm probably sitting on the bench for a while. So how do I stay mentally engaged, and what can I do to stay involved in the game? Because I don't know what's going to happen in the game. The game's going to dictate what we do as coaches, and so don't get frustrated, even though it's easy to get frustrated because I'm not getting what I want, because the game's doing that to us. So all those little things, you have to talk about, understand that, our next game against Vermont, there might be 2 penalties the whole game. And now you got some rhythm, you got some flow, everybody's into the game, everybody's feeling good about themselves, and okay, that's good. That's what I would like to have, but then you run into these games. It takes well over 2 hours to play, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Reviews, I mean.
Like you mentioned the power play there for a second, and you had Laney playing in that unit,
Yep.
in the spot where Laila would be. I mean, why Laney in that spot for you? Why did that make the most sense?
Just their ability, when she gets the puck to go downhill, and can she make a play? She's got a good shot. Can she get it to the net? You got to even the traffic in there. So, she works our second group. So you got to find somebody, and her being left-handed helps out in that scenario.
Maybe having a quick forward in there as a possibility, or do you like?
We'll look at what it looks like and see what. And everybody wants to be honest, so I got a lot of people that have their hands up.
Like them at the door, right?
Yeah. So.
All right. Anything else?
Thanks, Mark.
Have a good week.